Hello, we are going to see our grandparents. Hi girls. The kids are in the back. We just stopped at the services because Taya lied to me. She said that she has a dirty nappy and she didn't. So we're just waiting for our daddy. All the bags are inside. It's just me and the girls. Fingers crossed everything will be fine. I did print the basically if you have 2 vaccines to Moldova, you don't need to pay for a test, but you have to go online and get a little, like, I think a pass to travel is called, if I'm not mistaken. You basically input all your details and they will send you a little a paper with like a code, like barcode, not barcode, how do you call it, the square thing that they can scan, and they'll get all your details, and it's valid for 29 days, so then you can just redo it if you need any more. And I am traveling on my own with 2 girls, and this is actually the 3rd flight that I'm doing on my own with them, and before I used to go only with Emilia, so we'll be fine. We did this before. It's also going to be easier because the girls have a seat each, which, I mean, it's easier, it's a bit more expensive, but Emilia is waving at someone. No, Emilia, Thea. I always keep calling them the wrong names for some reason. So yeah, I will see you when we get there.
This aeroplane is ours. Come and see it. It's this.
Show me your luggage. Can you go there and show me your luggage?
Okay, put it back.
Ground, there's no push check report. Rezultă 19 cu destinație Chișinău. Numărul Cristina și mângâie bază de categorie la dispoziția dumneavoastră pe zi. This check-on the button seatbelt sign is switched off. This is how should keep the seatbelts fastened on a home flight in case of sudden turbulence. Flight to inform that the personnel avoiding drinks, smoking, diffusers, and burning cigarettes are prohibited below the whole aircraft and the home flight. Flight to inform that there are 2 passenger classes in our aircraft, business economy class. For business class passengers, luggages in the front of aircraft. For economy class, luggages at the rear part of aircraft. For safety reasons, please make sure that any small electronic devices, such as mobile phones, media players, and tablets, are to set this pockets in front of you on the open bins, so they don't fall into armrest mechanism.
We've been through a lot, holding hands while screaming at each other.
good morning. It's the day after, as you might probably already know. We arrived yesterday in our beautiful sunny Moldova, and I didn't feel much yesterday. I just enjoyed staying with my family. The girls loved it. They were playing with their grandma, grandpa and their uncle, and this morning we've been a bit lazy, just playing around. The girls had like a box of toys already here, and I put everything outside so they will play outside. I'm just gonna set up a little pool that I got with us from home, so they can stay in the pool a little bit. It's currently already 11 o'clock, and we're gonna splash a little bit, have some lunch, and I'm just gonna show you a little bit around.
Run away with me, it'd be worth the time. Run away with me, I'll make you feel alright. Run away with me, and I'll be good this time around. I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time.
Mommy!
So
Give mommy! Give mommy!
There.
Come! The Bobby wasn't here.
Hey, say goodbye.
Come home with me tonight. Run away with me. It'd be worth the time. Run away with me. I'll make you feel alright. Run away with me, and I'll be good this time around. I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time. Run away with me.
These are called vishine in Romanian. This one is actually not good enough yet. It's going to be very sour. They are sour cherries. I don't think... Oh, there is a bee on the camera. I don't think I've seen them anywhere else than Moldova. They look like cherries. These. But yeah, they are very sour. When they're ripe or ripen, they are sour and sweet at the same time, and they're just so good. And I just like everything sour. I'll give you a tour of my parent garden. I showed you the chickens. We are currently inside the little like home, because my dad is cleaning the outside bit. We do have lots of space to run outside, and I'll show you what they have in the garden now. It did rain a lot these few days, and it's very muddy over here. But here we have tomatoes, and I don't know where the thing. I think it was blown by the wind here. But here are some green tomatoes, the baby ones, and all of them are full. Can you see that? Are full of tomatoes. And here we have a cabbage, I think. It's a lonely cabbage. Looks like it's the only one. And all of these are all tomatoes. And over there we have also some cucumbers. Let me just go around. So these are cucumbers. We already collected them this morning and the girls had them for lunch, but you can see all of these flowers are going to make cucumbers, and I'm trying to find if there are any like little ones, but I don't think so. And they're all over in there, all cucumbers, more tomatoes. I think these are the one that they make tomatoes a little bit later, maybe in a month or two. Those are gonna be ready in about a week. These carrots, this is all carrots. Then we have here onions. Basically it's the end of them when you just let them grow inside until the onion is ready, and then in autumn just collect them. Loads of salads. How do you call these? Lettuce? Some sort of lettuce, I think. And then they go rucola, another sort of salad. This is the kind of herbs that we put in our traditional kind of soup called zama, and it smells incredible. Oh my goodness. You have some yellow cherries. I don't know if you ever seen yellow, pinkish kind of peachy cherries. Unfortunately, because of the rain, you can see that it kind of spoiled all of them, and they did not manage to be ready to be eaten. They're kind of sour, or they are sour, or they are already like rotten inside. And yeah, unfortunately we're not gonna eat any. I can probably find like one or two to eat, but they all look like this because of the rain. And this is another type of cherry that I have not seen before as well. I think I heard like beet cherries. I think in Italy we have it. I'm not sure. They are these little ones. You can see just how little they are, and they are bitter. And when they are ready to be eaten, they are sweet and bitter at the same time. We use it to cook like sweet pasties. We call them verzeri. I don't think it has a name in English. And this was the nightmare of my childhood because they are so tiny to collect. Plus, if you stain your clothes with the juice of these kind of cherries, it will never wash away, and also it will stay on the hands for about a week. And we used to go around in the summer with like black hands because of these cherries. We used to hate it with my brother because it takes hours to collect them. Yeah, it's full of them. Always full. You can see them here. Nice. I like them. And in here there used to be another big cherry tree, and the cherries were like giant cherries. They were so good. The tree unfortunately died. It was very, very old, and that's what's left of it now. And of course the raspberry. This all is raspberry. They don't have as much now, because when I was little we used to have so much raspberry. And again, I used to hate it because when is the season of raspberry, you have to collect it in the morning and then in the evening, because it gets ready so fast, and if you don't collect it on time, you will just fall down or it goes bad and you can't do anything. My mom used to make jam and compote. So yeah, this is all the raspberry. You can see there is not much now because the girls already been here and picked the right ones to eat. Moving on to the front yard, you see my dad's car is there. On both sides of our front entrance yard there are grapes, and you can see them here. They are all green. I think this will be ready at the end of August. This is the first one to be ready, and it's not used for wine, just for eating. And then we got some more in there. I don't know if I'll manage to take you to our little vineyard, because I think my dad already went there to work on the land, and my parents make wine. It's just for themselves or their family. But yeah, we also have this in front. My mom's beautiful flowers in the front garden. These are all flowers, all sorts of flowers in here, and trees. That one is an apricot, the same as this one, sour cherry. There is another sour cherry in there. There is a normal cherry planted somewhere in there. And this, let me see if I can find any green apricots. Ah yeah, those here. And we love eating them green. And yeah, we were not allowed to have them green when we were little because we would end up eating the whole tree and there will be none left to be ripened. And then this is a peach tree. You can see all the peaches in here. We don't really eat peach when they are still green. Oh, it went dark, because they are very sour, you know, they're so nice. But we do like some green apricots. So yeah, this little tree is full of peach, and you can see it's not so big, but it's full. And when everything, all of this grow, because they get like big giant peaches, my dad has to put like some sort of wood to give them a little bit of support, otherwise the tree will collapse. And yeah, this year it looks like they're gonna have lots of peach. And in there, this is a little path, and I don't know. Ah yeah, this is another little cherry, and then there is another. What is this? This is apples. Yeah, it's an apple tree. You got lots of apples. Here we go, another one. And I'm sure they also have a pear tree somewhere. And I have a spider on my hand. Oh my god. Oh. Here is the pear tree. And you see, got loads of little pears hanging. So cute. And the reason you see here white, I'm not sure how you translate it in English. I'll leave it on the screen somewhere. We call it var. It's kind of a natural white thing we used to paint also the houses. But the reason we do it on the tree is because the ants don't go up, so the tree doesn't get parasites, because it's so easy for the parasites to kill the tree, like the one we did last year. Last year there was a big cherry tree around here as well. And in there, I think it's another, I don't know, apple or pear, I'm not sure. Lots of flowers. These are peonies. Unfortunately, there are no peonies left. You can see they were here, because peonies are in bloom early summer or late spring. So yeah, these are all lots of flowers. So this tree is just at the entrance in the yard. You can see here is the gate. The story of this tree is quite funny. I mean, not funny. There is a story behind this tree. Where's it going? My dad, we call it salchia. I will have to look up the English name for it, but basically it looks like this, and all the branches, like, it's like a waterfall. It's so beautiful. But my dad went to, I think he went to work on the land, and he just got a little branch, and I think he kept it in the water for a little while and then planted it in the garden. And we didn't expect that this was going to grow in a big tree, and to keep it nice and like low and not go too high, because I'm sure they can go taller as well. I don't know. You can see the trunk in there. It's very, very big. You can see by my hand. It's very big, and my dad ends up cutting everything, chopping it off in autumn, and this is how it grows back in spring, summer. And it provides shade and lots of privacy, and it's also so beautiful to watch in the wind. Like, it's so nice. just love it, and it's so nice and fresh underneath it because it's quite hot. I'm not gonna lie, it's been quite hot. It's good, it's a little bit of wind and it feels fresh and nice, but these few days has been so unbelievably hot. Of course, I need to mention the well. This is not naturally sourced well. It's more like a basin. Basically, we used to put water in it and have it when we didn't have central water. We used to fill it up and just use it. Now I don't know what my parents are using it for. It's still here. The barrel for the wine is all here, ready for autumn when the grapes are ready. This is where we pre-make kind of our wine, and then when it's ready it goes into another barrel, and I'm gonna take inside the cellar as well. Oh, tires. Okay, so this goes down in the cellar. Lots of jars for jam and compote to be still made later on this year. Potatoes. I think there were some onions, but they're not there anymore. And what's cool about this cellar is that if you dig deep in our area, you get to the sand, and you can see all in here it's all sand. And now I can kind of say, I don't know if my dad did something, it's more like dance. Before we used to play in here every time my dad had to work in the cellar, and you can see just how big all of this is. It was made when my parents made the house. They built it from scratch. It was also a land full of vineyard up here, and then they built the house. So in here all sorts of cellar things. Like we've got some fermented tomatoes in here, and you can see some are green. Those are my favorite. They're like pickled tomatoes, because in late autumn, before the weather starts to get cold, we cannot keep the tomatoes anymore. We are not going to have enough time to get ripen, so we are picking them up green, and we do this. We put them in a jar, and it's like pickled tomatoes, and they're just so nice. The green ones are my favorite, really. But if you keep them in the cellar green like this, throughout the winter they will get red, and you have fresh tomatoes basically. Compote, all sorts. I think these are quite fresh. My mom made them maybe a week ago. We are with sour cherries and raspberry. Then some of the jam, and here there are some of it, again, tomatoes. I actually have to pick one up because I just love these. Are my favorite. Pickled tomatoes, you can find them in the polish shop as well. I used to buy them in jars, and I just love these. Again, some new compote, the same, made from sour cherries and raspberries. I have this thing, I think all of like old generation, they're not very old, but she was telling me and my brother the other day, like, oh, we have to collect the cherries and do something with it, because they don't like to have any waste. Nothing goes to waste. So even though there are like plenty of jars ready with compote, my mom made a ton of new ones for this year, from this year, because nothing goes to waste, and the compote can stay for like 2, even 3 years. If it's done right, it will just stay and still be good. And actually, more you keep it, it's tastier. I don't know what's the process behind it. Here we have some apricot ones from last year. Are they apricots? I think so. Yeah, you can see the apricot. They're just so delicious. When my friends came for my wedding, my English friends came to Moldova for my wedding. My parents took loads of these jars of compote outside of the well, and because it was super hot, it was like 40 degrees of heat, these were going like, people loved them so much because they're not overly sweet like juice, but they're just so tasty and nice, especially in the hot weather when you get one of these from the cellar and it's nice and cold. This is the sandpit my dad just made for the girls. It looks like we are on the beach because he also added some umbrellas to keep them in the shade. He just covered it now because the girls went to sleep, and in order for this one here not to go potty in the sand, hello you, it has to be covered. Hey, gorgeous. He's so playful. Are you? He came here to my parents' house. I think he was like an abandoned kitten or something, because he was a little kitten when he came here, and then my parents fed him, and now it's a big cat. Big spoiled cat. And yeah, he had like a little injury in there, and he's fixed now. He's good. You like playing, huh? No, close. No, close. Close. Hey, beautiful. And here are some more flowers. Hey, you. Hello. That's me in kindergarten. Oh, so little. I don't understand if I look more like Emilia or like Thea. It's little Emilia there. They don't have a photo of a little Thea, but I think I look more like Thea. That's my little brother, me and my brother. Long time ago, my little brother. That's me in school, primary school. We do this, and that's my first teacher. Well, nice hair. And what is that? Oh, yeah. Kids these days don't wear this anymore. I did. I'm looking at this photo and I'm whispering because the girls are sleeping. Just look how much Emilia looks like me. She's like a copy of me. Of course, I was bigger here. I think I was maybe 6 or 7. That's my brother, my cousin. That's me. And I think Emilia is like a mini me, and I don't think you can see much in here. It's us again, older obviously. And yeah, that's me. And I did have a fringe, oh my god, I think throughout my whole kind of childhood and teenage years I had one. I think I will end my first vlog home in here. I didn't want to make it like mishmash of everything, and if we go to some nice places I'm gonna take you along as well. Hopefully I will have some more things filmed in here in Moldova. The weather has not been the best. It's been raining and it looks like it's gonna rain for another week. We were planning to go hiking with my brother. I really wanted to go hiking, and if it happens I'm gonna take you along. Hopefully the weather is gonna be fine. I mean, it's super hot and then it rains and then it's so humid. Yeah, I'm dying. So I'll end it here. I hope you enjoyed this vlog and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.